We're here at TEDxBeaconStreet, and I'm sitting down with Juan Enriquez, a futurist, daytime venture capitalist. Thanks a lot for taking the time.
My pleasure.
And so why don't you tell us quickly what is the title of your talk? What is your talk about?
So I'm very frustrated by some of the ethical radicalism that we're seeing, because it's very easy to think about all the idiotic things people believed and did in the past and believe that we make no mistakes today. And so I use the talk to talk about how everybody in a society supported the institution of slavery, which didn't make it right.
Right.
But the positive reinforcement that a unjust system, a bestial system got, came from everybody. It came from mama, it came from the preacher, it came from the teacher, it came from the laws, it came from the presidents. And in that context, I think it's really important that we ask ourselves, what are we doing and accepting today that may also be completely wrong, at least to our grandkids and great-grandkids, and we will realize in retrospect, yeah, we were absolutely wrong.
Yeah, and so one of the examples I think you compared, like back in the day, it's crazy for us to think about someone that they actually used leeches on people as a healing method. But then there's sort of our modern equivalent that might be that someone else would look back on, right?
Yeah, so, they used to use mercury and leeches and bleeding to cure people. And today, we think we've got the most advanced medical treatments in the world. But when our grandkids look at us, I hope they're going to say, so, Grandpa, Grandma, when somebody got cancer, is it really true that you used radiation on their bodies and then hacked off the body parts and then poisoned the entire body? Didn't you just understand it was a genetic switch?
Right.
Why were you people so primitive?
Yeah. And so this is an incredible idea, and certainly one worth spreading. What is the thought here that we can, do we try to get ahead of this? Because it seems almost cyclical, like this is going to happen generation from generation.
One of the things that I wanted to do with this talk is I want to make sure that people have a fury against the things that are wrong when they understand these things are wrong. But I also want them to temper it with a little bit of humility as to why a society can make a mistake. And that's not justifying the behavior. Mm-hmm. This isn't a relative thing. It's an absolute, you should not do X, Y, and Z. But in that context, you have to have a safe space on a campus to discuss this stuff.
Yeah.
You have to have a safe space to discuss ideas. You have to have a safe space to make mistakes. And you shouldn't be crucified for life because you do that. And this isn't so much a talk about an idea worth spreading. This isn't a talk about an idea worth exploring.
Yeah.
And I don't have all the answers for this. I want to put this meme out there because I want people to think about it and build it and strengthen it.
Yeah. It was a very eye-opening talk, though. Very fascinating stuff for us to all think about. Thank you very much for sitting down with me. So Juan Enriquez is a book coming out, Evolving Ourselves, or it has come out already. And also you can check out his TED Talk. I would highly recommend it. You go to TEDxBeaconStreet.com.